Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Thursday, number 9 day for this month of March 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, Mr. No Connie, una own countryman, Ambazonian FBI. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we do waka for this journey to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. We dey look out for una. Good people of Ambazonia, we don finish celebrate Women's Day celebration with some areas in Ambazonian liberated zone celebrating this day in magnificent to celebrate the achievement of the Ambazonian woman. The International Women's Day celebration is a day that globally the people of the world celebrates the role of a woman, a mother, a sister, an auntie has done to our society, which historically have always been neglected. While there have been so many stereotypes about women, gender equality have become a four cornerstone in any modern society to balance the gender gap. As the saying of the 90s goes, what a man can do, a woman can do even much better. We have seen across the globe women celebrating and some taking the advantage to protest against the suffering of the community economically, as the women is the holder of the bread basket. In Russia, in the streets of Russia, women protest in what they call bread and peace. These were anti-war women who stood up to protest against Russian war in Ukraine. While in La République du Cameroon, women who sells in Mokolo market were given 2,500 to come out and sweep the road. In Ambazonia, what we saw was a disgrace of womanhood. In the capital of Ambazonia, in Buea, we saw our women being forced to put on the CPDM-led kaba of the Women's Day celebration in La République du Cameroon. Our mothers in Buea, our capital city, the city of Mount Fako, carried the image of Paul Biya. What a contradiction. In a day, people are supposed to celebrate a woman. The image of a dictator, a killer, a murderer of Paul Biya was being forced to be paraded in the streets of Buea. What a contradiction. What does Paul Biya really have to offer as a symbol of a celebration of a Women's Day? Paul Biya is the African president, one of the only saving African president who murdered his first wife, Ereng Biya. We all remember the stories and the leakage of security agents within the Paul Biya's security detail of Mvomeka, who narrated how Ereng Biya had gone through difficulties handling family relationship with Paul Biya, who is an impotent person who is unable to deliver children. Frank Biya, the son of Paul Biya, is rumored to be the son of a brother of Paul Biya. Due to the inferiority of colonelless Paul Biya, Ereng Biya suffered the brunt of his jealousy. The woman, we were told, was shot face blank by the husband, Paul Biya. What an image to celebrate on a Woman's Day. The image of a dictator, murderer, a genocider, a butcher of the people of Ambazonia being celebrated by the victims in Buea on Women's Day. If there is any symbol of the opposite of a Woman's Day, is the image of Paul Biya, the one who murdered his own wife, a woman that was highly admired across the globe and in Africa as a very gentle, stylish, and classic woman who stood and speak out for justice for majority of the people who know her. The image of Paul Biya reflects a man who got married to a woman who is as young as his granddaughter. Paul Biya is married to Chantal Biya, the legally married wife of a Bafut man. If there is any example of what you will not celebrate as a man in a Women's Day celebration, is the image of Paul Biya. Paul Biya got married by force to Chantal Biya and got his husband killed in the streets of Bamenda. The house burnt down to destroy any evidence of a civil marriage that took place in Yaoundé between the Bafut man and the wife of current President Paul Biya. They were married in the church, they were married in a traditional marriage, and indeed they were married in the civil registry. Paul Biya killed the husband of his wife Chantal Biya, and not only to take her as a bride, but also carried away the sons of the Bafut man. Two Ambazonian twins for that matter, are in the house of Paul Biya as stolen property from Ambazonia. The image of Paul Biya in the celebration of Women's Day is an insult to all women across the globe. Even on the street of the Liberty Square in Bamenda, at the grandstand, to add salt to our wounds, a Bamenda girl hailed from the great state of Buea, Tata Carine, who participated in the banned Mount Cameroon race and came first as a woman, was given honor, while with a young girl, Tata Carine, first of all participate in a Cameroon foreign government organized Mount Cameroon race in Buea, and today will come out on our street to receive honor from a regime that have destroyed everything woman in Ambazonia. Women in Ambazonia have been the forefront of the casualties of Cameroon brutal war of subjugation. We remember a Muslim girl in Buea who was special need girl, a lady who suffered from mental illness, who was killed and burnt alive in her home. We remember Mami Appiah, an elderly woman, a retired CDC worker who was burnt alive in her home, the ashes of her body seen with her hands held high, her children, her daughters, crying over her body. In Garbu massacre, majority of the victims were women, including a pregnant woman. There is nothing honorable for anybody to Cameroon government, the murderer and butchers of our women, to celebrate on a Women's Day. It is an insult. It is a curse. And for those who participate in the Cameroon Government Day celebration in Ambazonia, who have violated our territorial integrity and sovereignty, you are at odds with the laws of the land. The gods are not happy with you, and you shall face the consequences of your crime. And we ask our civilians, as usual, to aid our soldiers to identify such people who have become a sword to our wound, for the end of their rope to reach, as they say, 99 days for a thief and 1 day for the owner. It's our own time for Ambazonia to play the music. Never again shall we allow the mocking of our people, our history, by our own people, enabling the colonial butchers of our own people. It will never ever happen. We will do everything humanly possible to make sure that justice is upheld and the territorial integrity of Ambazonia will be respected by all. Happy Women's Day in arrears. Capo Daniel, looking out for you. Signing off.